Man needs the toilet, innit? Let's have a look. Should be live anytime soon now. Let's have a look. Skip this shit. Alright, what's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Apologies for being 3 minutes late, Belwinder. I need to go toilet in here. I was telling the guys in the country club that, well, actually, no, I was telling Pirate I'm gonna go toilet in it, and then she's like, "Don't text me when you're taking a shit." I was like, "Nah, it's all good, it's all good." What you saying, though, man? How's it going, man? Happy Monday, everybody. Fucking hell, what a week it's gonna be, right? September's nearly ending, and we're just looking at charts as usual. Nothing changes, same shit every day. How you doing, Pirate? Who do we have here, man? We got TCX. Bots annoying. Which bots? Morning, Belwinder. Morning, TCX. Marta, how you doing, Marta? 10,000 subscribers with that video. It's good to have you here as well, man. Final Country Club's always here. Art Gemini, Joel Farrell, Fennel, sorry. Hope you guys had a good weekend as well. Sebastian, what's going on, brother? Guna's in here. I never give up. And then we got, who else? We got Pirate here, Trader Cash. What's good? Morning, guys, man. Bit gloomy here in the UK. I don't know where you guys are from, but my God, it's cold as fuck, though. I mean, I got the window open and my lips are fucking dry, innit? Fucking hell. Yeah, it's cold as fuck here, though, but having my morning cigarette with some water, we're good to go. So what do you guys think, though, in terms of crypto? Are we going up or are we going down? You tell me. What's your opinion before we actually break it down? Take care, Pirate. See you in a bit. Singapore's the place to be, man. Fuck the UK. Live in Finland. Finland must be really, really cold, brother. But when this thing is short, Guillaume, how do you say? Guillaume. Oh, I'm sorry if I fucking up your name, mate. You're saying up F1 this weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be lit actually. Consolidation for the low is positive. Joe Fennel. Okay, so we got a bit of a mixture here. We got some shorts, we got some up, we got some consolidation. What else is everyone saying? Walaikum salam, Balwinder. Well, if you guys remember, we talked about Dixie, right? Let's just talk about Dixie first before we even go into any further talk about what's going to happen and whatnot, right? So, what's going on, crew? It's good to have you here. Steve, what's good? Geom. Is that how you say it? Geom, is it? London has made the low of the day. Ooh, Guna's on some smart shit here. London. You're talking about London here, Guna. Fucking hell, man. Where you been learning this stuff from? London. Up, in my opinion, for mine, never give up. T6. T6 is saying, hey, Pirate left the chart, man. The chat. She just came in to say hi and then she carried on trading. Guillaume. Steve knows what's up. Yeah, Steve. So where are you guys from, Steve and Guillaume? Yeah, we can look at RSR. A few charts and stuff like that. Okay, let's get cracking. Cigarettes all done. Introductions all done. Let's get cracking. Are you from Nottingham? Oh, so you're not too far from me. You're literally like an hour away from Brum. Ain't been in Nottingham in like over a year, man. They got, you know what's sick about Nottingham as well, if you guys don't know, they got that UFC gym in Nottingham as well. I was really tempted to actually sign up. But it's in Nottingham, it's too far away, so I was like, fuck this. Originally from France, but lived in Oz my whole life. Oh shit, fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. So, Pirates in bids below 13.15 for what? Ethereum. Yeah, just so basically we're at 13.16. Let's talk about this now, actually. We're 13.16. So she's saying about just below here, 13.15. She's got bids on the grey and gold and nothing. Yeah, it's full of flu. Same here in Birmingham, man. Fucking shit here, man. Fucking hell. Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The UK is quite dead sometimes. Alright, so let's just talk about freaking dollar index, right? Before we go any further. Dollar index is the key, in my opinion, right? Which will dictate what's going to happen across the board. So, if you recall, I've been talking about dollar index for quite some time. Something on my face? Yeah, it's water. That's what it was. Yeah. Dollar index, we got something like, yeah, we got what's going on here. We've got consolidation of, I don't like this colour. Don't know why I'm choosing pink lately. It's just fucking, it's brighter. That's what it is. It's just brighter. That's why I like bright colors. Anyway, so got a bit of consolidation here, deviation. And then this was back in 2000, right? So once we lost this in 2002, so you find it. Oops, motherfucker. Come back down. Found resistance 2002. Couldn't reclaim this range low over here to go up higher. So what happens is there's a massive sales off, takes out all the liquidity across the board. Liquidity was just taken out since from 1992 actually. God damn it. Was before, yeah. So 1992 we took out all liquidity in one single drop. Come back down. Did a bit of consolidation. Oops. What the fuck? I can't even write. Yeah, did a bit of consolidation over here. You see this high over here? This high was capping the market, right? Once we broke up in 2015, bit of deviation there, This is another range band environment. And from the range band environment, what happened was, let me just remove all this shit there, yeah. From the deviation, sorry, consolidation over here, we found some deviation on both sides of the market, up and down, and then we popped up and we reclaimed back into that weekly. So let me delete this, and let me just focus on the area right over here, okay? That's what we're going to focus on. So if I just draw a line from the high, approximately, and from the low, and then we'll do one for the mid-range, okay? One for the mid-range. Fuck it, let's do the 20. Fuck it, let's do 25% and 75%, and we'll remove everything off the table so it becomes nice and clean, so we can see what's going on here. So if I'm gonna do that properly, man. What's going on? Mother, it's a Monday. I'm already fucking up on the Monday. How the fuck am I fucking up like this on a Monday? I have one job, which is just to draw some lines, and I can't even fucking do that. God damn it. All right, so look, let's start again. We got Monday's high. Sorry. Weekly high, we got that low there, we got mid, where we at, and we got the 75% of the range, and 25% of the range. Please don't mess this up, Zishan. Please don't mess this up. Come on. There we go, that's it. As you can see, so this is the consolidation. Change the color into black, so you don't get confused. So this is the consolidation over here. Found resistance. Come back down, and all we've done, we come back into it, found resistance into it once on range low, come back down over here, bounce into it, find support, and we come straight to mid-range. Remember, when we talk about ranges, right, and you can't make this up, right, when you enter, I keep doing this, I'm going to get a little bit vexed over here. Wrong color. Jesus Christ, Monday as well. Monday is supposed to be fresh, what the fuck. Anyway, yeah. So when you're looking at like consolidation, you can't make this up. What I've always been saying, when you play a range band environment, you're literally playing from the low to the mid, and then from the mid to the high. So play from the low, go to the mid. Now the question is, right, do we reclaim and hold this area and then shoot up to the 75% and then go to range high, and then see if we can take out the liquidity at 120? Do we see we can do that? Or is this time for cooling off period? What I mean by cooling off period is that we break down on a lower time frame, come back to 25% of the range, and then possibly go down back to range low. And it's just a range band environment. We're just going to be focusing between the mid to the low. That's all we're going to do. And if this happens, right, all that's going to happen in terms of crypto will go up, and the stocks will go up. It will give some breathing space for the stocks and everything like that, right? But if you look here, look at this parabolic move here. This is a massive parabolic move that's shot up. No fucking pullback. No clear pullback. If you want to look for clear pullbacks, you look at this low over here, you look at this high over here, and you probably look at... That's not me. Yeah, and you probably look at this one over here, right? We didn't really have any clear pullbacks. Okay, yeah, we did. When we shot up over here to the high, took out liquidity on this side over here, pull back into this support over here, find support, come back up, find support again on this, and shot back up. Then from normally what you find is some sort of reaction to at least come back into these area here, and then find some support, and then see if we can reclaim maybe a rejection and come back down. Ideally, looking to come back into fill out these inefficiencies right here, and coming back to this area here. This is a range band environment we just talked about, and at least there's a retest. Because all we've done so far, we had consolidation. Let me draw the lines. Right? So we had consolidation, breakout. We need a fucking retest at least. At least a fucking retest, because this is just a complete breakout and not coming back down. Because the way you're looking at a dollar index, you got to look at it the same as a Bitcoin. I've been saying that over and over again. What are you saying, John? How you doing, brother? What's going on, Tom? How you doing, man? Winter's coming, 100%, man. Fucking Game of Thrones. I'll watch that later in the evening as well. So yeah, we had a parabolic move here. At least that's I mean, come back down to the range low. See if we can lose this area here for short term, and at least retest this area would be nice. That would be quite good. But again, he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. What he could do is find support, go back up, and then just play the range band game from low to high, and then back from high to low. Right? Take out some liquidity, whatever he wants to do, break down over here, and then shoot down to mid-range, lose that area there, and come back to range low. And then we can see we can do a deviation below here, and then come back to this area, bounce off this, and then we don't fucking know. These are all plans that we're just making up, right, as we go along, but we don't really know what's going to happen here. But the key point right now that we got to focus on is literally where we're at now. Where we're at now is pretty much the most important thing right now, which is right at the mid-range. I did say this on Twitter, 113.55. I think I put 5.4 anyway by accident, but 5.5 is where we're looking for resistance. Find some resistance and break down. That's what we're looking for, to give some room to actually breathe. Now, I got into a bit of a discussion with a guy called Market Mobster, right, on Twitter, and he was telling me about how, like rates and this and that, and like the fundamentals. Yes, the fundamentals is really, really bad. I'm not saying that we're breaking down, we're coming down all the way over here. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we're going back to 100, right, and lose a good, all this move over here. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we're playing level to level, short term. We've got the midterm elections in America happening in November. I think they're going to try and find a way to cool it off to make Biden look good, and see if we come back down at least to 25% range, which is about 110.7, and then come down to 108, and then see what happens from there. That's what I'm looking for. And if we hold above it, let's go back up and then short the market on crypto and stocks. And if we lose this level, then let's just long the fucking level back into these areas here that we've marked out, this area here and then this area here. That's all it is. Nothing else, nothing too fancy. Nice and simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so go on the hourly. What's happening in terms of the hourly? Well, look what's happening. You just can't make this shit up, mate. You know what I'm saying? You just can't make this shit up. Leanne, how you doing? Sun's actually coming out in Brighton. Are you from Brighton? Bruh, Brighton is the place to be, man. Plus, Brighton's always fun. I was in Brighton about a couple of months. No. It was a year ago, October, a year ago I was in Brighton. And I gotta say, Brighton's got one of the nicest sunsets you can ever see. Beautiful place. But what's happening here? You see this area consolidation that we have? This is an area consolidation. I wouldn't mind one more test, right? Either we come back for a stop run to take out these stop runs, but once we come back down, lose the mid range, break down from this high over here, break down here. This is your confirmation that we're gonna go a lot more lower. Why? Because this is the mid range. We've taken let's just say it does an extreme pullback where it does a stop run. It does a stop run, or even if it does a stop run and it just finds resistance off the consolidation over here, no problem. But it finds consolidation, it finds resistance at consolidation and at the mid range, breaks down. You see this level? This is an SR level. We've broken down, we found resistance on it, and this is your confirmation to play down where? At a very minimum to here, and then we can start looking over here, and then looking at 113.1. These areas here is where we're looking for. So it'll be something like this, maybe get a reaction, right? Come back into this area, and then break down, and then come into this area. What's so special about the 113.1, about this level? Well, I'll show you on the weekly. It's the low over here. It's just the low over here. That's all it is, right? That's just the low, and we can find some bounce over here. Now the question is, from this bounce, right? Do we do something like this now, right? While everything is all calming down, we could easily just do this, come into this area 25% and still find support, show bullish market structure. Let's go back to mid-range. From the mid-range, see what happens. Do we reclaim, take out these highs, and then hold above it, go to the next level? Or do we actually take out these highs and come back down, and it's going to be choppy? I expect this area here and dollar index right over here is going to be really a choppy area until we get a clear move. Because we could do a consolidation here for the next 2 months, month or 2 months, right, in this area here. Very easily. Well, maybe like that. Very easily. We can find a consolidation right here. And then just price is just teasing us on both sides of the market, playing it like this before he does a direction. And the question is, the direction going to be up or is the direction going to be down? We don't fucking know, but we're going to play this level to level, and we're going to see this how this goes. But I do think we are due for a nice play on the downside with dollar index, and same for ES. Let's talk about ES quickly. We'll touch base on this, and then we'll start looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other alts that you guys want. So ES, let me just show you this out. I posted this on Twitter, and I want to show it to you guys. Moving average. If I do this, length is 200. Weekly. There we go. As you can see, this is 200 weekly market average, right? Moving average, market average. Fucking hell. Moving average. Sorry, guys. I'm not with it today, innit? Lived in Brighton for 3 years. Best time of my life. I was going to go to Brighton University, you know. My old man didn't want me to go. He was like, if you go, you never come back. Which is true. I wasn't going to come back. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's one of those ones. I met some people shortly afterwards as well, in terms of like my career, and they were from Brighton and whatever, and I think life would have been very different for me, but everything happens for his own reason. Who knows? But yeah, talking about Bitcoin, sorry, ES, right, where are we at? We're at range low, right? At the moment, 2021's low is going to be holding the market until proven otherwise. The question is, do we come back down, break down, and start losing this level, and then play all the way back down, and that will be your confirmation, or do we do this, right? We've got the 200 weekly moving average right here. Do we come down, take out this liquidity? Let me just fucking highlight this. You see this low here, this high there, to this area here. I'd say probably, yeah, this high here. You see this area here? It just so happened that this block, all I've done is pick up the high over here and the high over there. And it just so happened this 2021's range low is the mid-range between this block here. So this is a no man's zone. This is a dead man's zone here, right? So this is all like scalps and day trades if you want to play this kind of stuff, right? And I did say to you guys, the moment we lost the 25% of the range, we couldn't reclaim this area, going back to range low. And we'll look, guess what, motherfuckers, we're back at range low in it. So what are we longing, mate? We're not longing shit until we have to long shit, okay? So now the question is, do we come back to 200 weekly EMA? I'm quite happy for this. Come back down, do a stop run. Takes that liquidity over here, right? Takes that liquidity over here as well. The 2021's liquidity. Hold above it, right? Reclaim the 2021's range low. Get above this freaking box. This is your fucking confirmation. And let's play this level to level, right? Target 1, right? And then from target 1, we'll see how we react. And then we'll see if we can go to target 2. That's it. Simple as that. Nothing else, right? Obviously, we're going to have some profit area taking profit areas, which will be here and here. Those are the areas I've been looking for, taking profits. And then from there, we'll play how it goes. The question is that if we come down here, do we break down? Then that's not a problem. Do we cut the longs? Or we come into here, do we break down? That's not a problem. We cut the longs there. And then at mid-range, we'll see what happens here. Right here. I think then what we've done is it's like a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's what it's like. Bearish market structure until proven otherwise. So that's the plan for ES. Nothing too crazy really on ES. I mean, if you look at the daily, right? Look at this, man. This looks fucking horrible. I mean, we got some gaps everywhere, you know? We've got a gap over here. We've got a gap over, well, that's been filled out actually. We got a gap over here. I mean, we could do this and then fill out all these fucking gaps over here and then play up over there, find the resistance, come back down, 25% of range, get choppy, reclaim, and then play up all the way here, and then fill out the gap there, and then we'll see what happens there. We could do that, or we could just fucking say, you know what, fuck this shit, I give up, and lose the 200 weekly EMA, find resistance and break down, and we fill this out later on in a couple of years, or maybe in a year or 2 years, or whenever the market actually recovers in its own way. So that's pretty much it in terms of ES. Nothing too crazy to talk about, but I would be looking at ES. If this happens, right, if this price action happens and we reclaim that block we're talking about, time it with Bitcoin, long your fucking Bitcoin and Ethereum, and let's go higher, right? That's what we're looking at now. So let's talk about Bitcoin, the all-important Bitty. All-important Bitty. What's going on with Bitty? Got loads of lines here. Below the 200 weekly EMA. Not looking good. I can agree with that. It's fucking cold, man. Let me close this fucking window. Jesus Christ, it is fucking cold. Right, cool. Let's open the small window instead. Fuck, I'm cold. You know what? I'm gonna get a jacket, man. Should I get a jacket or hoodie? I don't know. I'm really cold, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Small education section on price action trading today. That's one in the DCC though, Balwinder. In the Daink Country Club, that's all going there. All the guys will tell you what's going on. I mean, even today we talked about Link as well. We talked about Link and positions on Link. We talked about dollar index. What else did we talk about? I can bring this up here. We talked about a bunch of stuff as well. That was just the morning as well. It's all there, but we'll make plans over here on YouTube. I mean, if you guys want to actually join the country club, but feel free. I mean, the link in the description is below. You can actually do that. Total disgrace. What's a disgrace, Pat? Saving for saving for the CCC in it. You know what I'm saying? DCC. Yeah, what's a total disgrace, Pat? Talk to me. Put on a jacket, don't get caught. Yeah, that's true, Cruz, man. Fucking Cruz knows what the deal is. 1 second. Fuck it, that's better. You know what it is? I left the fucking window open last night. I was having a cigarette right in the office. I left it open as well, so it's freezing cold here, man. I got in here in the morning. I'm like, shit, wear your socks in it. The predictable price movement. Yeah, man, it is unpredictable. It is really, really crazy. But the thing is, you couldn't phase the dollar index. Dollar index was the key movement over here. That's the thing is, I mean, we've got this trend line over here. You can see this bullish trend line over there, right? And all we've done. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and we've broken above it. We've broken above it, and the thing is, right? If I were to show you this, right? Whoa, that's a lot of detail there. If I were to show you this, right? Bullish channel, right? Trading, okay. This is what everyone was thinking of. Everyone was banking on this idea, right? Let me show you. So when you get a bullish price action, so you see, like, let's see here, let's bring this up there. Let me bring this up. This is actually pretty much a good. Go back. Let me visit this. This is on babypips.com. Right. So this is what everyone was looking at. The up channel, right? What happened is price goes up, grinds, and once it loses this level here, then you find a resistance. We find resistance off this area here, and there's a downward channel there. And once it breaks above this bullish price action, break goes up, and then loses its low over here, goes back down. So I mean, everyone was looking for this. Everyone was looking for the breakdown, right? This is what the thing is, which the whole of, you know, everyone really actually, well, not everyone, most people were looking for a breakdown off this, right? There's all a channel on dollar index, and theoretically, right? Theoretically, we're talking about. Once we're looking for the breakdown. Once you lose this level here, then you can start shorting. That's what you're looking for. But this up channel, right, what we're looking for over here, has never done it on dollar index. Look at it. All we've done, we've just grinded up and then shot up. You know what I'm saying? So now most people here are going to be bullish. They're going to be like bullish on dollar index, bearish on crypto. Why? Because we've done the opposite of what the traditional meme, traditional meme. Yeah, winter hasn't started, but the fucking room is cold, man. Fucking hell, it's freezing. It's really freezing. I left the window open like an idiot. Rained and shit as well, man. This is England, man. England is, like, it's not as bad as Finland or Sweden or them places, or Norway, but damn, man. But yeah, it reminds me of Sugar. Yeah, it's pretty much similar to Sugar charts as well, isn't it? But best season in Punjabi, currently 24 degrees. Fucking hell, that's where I need to be, man. I need to go chill out with Balwinder over there. Oh man, fucking UK. We get nothing but rain here, man. That's all we do. We get nothing but rain. You got white people in bikinis when you got a bit of sun at 16, 17 degrees, right? And the thing, this is like that the UK is the best place to be at, but it's not fucking the best place to be at. It's one of the shittiest places to be at, you know. It's so bad. But anyway, it's good for like work, really. That's what it is. That's what my parents came here for. As most parents who came to the UK, all Asian parents that came to the UK, we came here because of money. We wanted money. We came to the UK and we established our place here. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, Balwinder. Cruz, you know that's true, innit? Come on. It's just like that, man. It's like we've gone to, like, us Asians, man. We're everywhere. We're fucking in America. We're in America. There's loads of Indians there, man. I ain't joking. When I went to Mexico to go meet my boy Jamin for his wedding. Bare Indians, man. I mean, there's a lot of Indians, and they're all at Cali. They're all at Cali. They've taken that place, man. They're taking that land for themselves. It's now called Indiaphonia. That's what it's called now. And then you got like in the UK, you got places like Bradford, man. It's like Pakistan in it. It's like Bradfordstan. That's what we call it here in the UK. And then you got places like South London, East London's very Asian-fied in it, proper Pakistani Indian places, man. But we are everywhere, man. We're just literally we're like parasites and shit. My Croatian parents moved to Germany because yeah, Cruz knows the deal in it. Cruz knows the deal. Working out. Like look at Pirate. Pirate is in Italy. I don't know what the fuck she's doing in Italy, right? But she fucking moved to to the UK from Mauritius to Italy. I think it's probably her parents in it. But most Mauritian people, right? What they've done, like the two main places they moved was in France and England actually. That's the two places there. So like the reason, like my dad when he came over to France first, and then I mean he's dead. I can say this now. I'm legal in the country, but he came here illegally in it. Right? He came here illegally on a madness. That's a whole different story we talk about. The story that like I learned about my pops, like he didn't give a shit. He was born in Italy. All right, so your parents came to Italy then, right? Your mum and dad. Why Italy out of all places? That's an interesting place, to go to. It's like, you know what? I'm going to travel to the UK. I'm going to travel to Europe. And then the first place we get to, right, that's where we're going to stop. And that's what we did. That's what I feel like your parents have done. I'm joking, Pirate Man. I'm messing about. But no, literally, we're everywhere, man. I'm telling you, man. Asians are everywhere, man. If you see a brown person, obviously we don't belong in the UK. We don't belong here or in Europe. We don't belong in Africa or not Africa. In America, anywhere like that. We belong back home in it where bare brown people are, right? Not where it's a white land, but it just so happens, right, that that you got the Africans. Look at Africa. The Africans moved to France, right? Like that's where they're done. Like, Francis Ngannou talked about his story, which is a mad story though. It's one of the saddest story I ever heard as well. I'll tell you, I got another boy called Zabi. I'm going off a tangent here, man. Got a boy called Zabi. He literally called me up in this morning. He woke me up, the bastard, at 6 o'clock. Anyway, Geezer was like, his story is mad. He's from Afghanistan. And he came to the UK in 2002 by truck for 6 months. He travelled from Afghanistan across the whole of Europe to get to the UK. Just to get to the UK, end up in Sheffield and get deported to go back to Afghanistan. His story was mad. And then his dad saved some more money for like 3-4 months and then came back again. So you gotta do what you gotta do in it. You know what they say. The strongest survive in it. So you gotta grind in it. I want to move to Swiss or anywhere else. Bro, Switzerland's expensive though. Of course you belong. Thank you, bro. Yeah, he's unlucky. Like, when he told me the story at uni, I was like, dude, I'm fucked. That's like, he was laughing about it. And I was like, that's not a good thing to talk about. I was like, yo, this is fucked. But bless him, man. Happy days, man. He's a good lad. Bitcoin dominance, quick one as well. Before we carry on, we're going on a tangent. Reclaim the range low. We're capped at 2 areas. This low here and this low here. We're capped in this area. This is a range bound environment. Question is now, are we going to actually reclaim this area here? Hold above it, go to this area, and then come back to here. That's 25% of range, and then from 25% range, go to mid-range. And if this happens, there's more money into Bitcoin, which makes me believe more there's going to be a lower high. If Bitcoin prices pushes up, then we're going to have a lower high, right? I don't think we're going to be mega bullish on Bitcoin. I don't think so. But if we lose this level here, come back down, break down from here, come to range low. I mean, Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to go up. And if we do lose this level here, final resistance off this area. I can't even do it properly. Final resistance off this area here. And then let's play it back down to wherever he wants to go. I think it will go up to about, let's have a look. Where would I see this go? Let's go on the weekly. This jacket's warm now already, man. I'm feeling hot. Okay. Well, here's where the support is, right here. See these close and opens of the candle? That's where the support is at the moment. Major reaction. We get below this here, play this level to level to get liquidity on each side, and see how we react to this area. I mean, then to me, it'll be another SR play. So an SR play, make it into a range, and that's coming to potentially play it back down to this area, this low, which comes down to about approximately, 36%-ish, 36.4%-ish. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, that's Bitcoin dominance. Dubai is fucking hot, man. I went in August, man. Biggest mistake I ever did. Hot as hell, man. I went for a cigarette. Every time I go for a cigarette outside, and I swear to God, my t-shirt will be drenched in sweat. I've never lost weight like that in my life. You know, if you ever want to cut weight, bro, go to Dubai. Just go to the desert and just chill there for like a day. You're good, man. You lose like 30 pounds and you come back as a new man or a new woman, whichever you prefer. A sweatshirt could have been good middle ground. Yeah, I think that's probably good. But I had to go upstairs and man, Leanne, like that's why you need like you need a woman in your life to do that kind of stuff in it. Well, I'm not saying like I'll force my woman to do that, but you just need a woman in your life to actually prepare you for this kind of stupid things. Because us men, we're dumb. Let's be honest. We're stupid as fuck. We are. We think we're sick, right? We are sick, right? I'm not gonna say that. Like, I'm gonna be honest. We are sick, but we're dumb at the same time. We're really dumb. Men are just dumb. We do some dumb things, you know. I'm telling you from my own past experience, I do some dumb shit. But yeah, let's get to Bitcoin. Bitcoin. What's happened here? Well, let's talk about this, right? Before we go into any, and we'll talk about it each level to level. Talk about it as we go. So even Cruz is agreeing as well. So this is a range bound environment, right? Mid range is right here. We're holding the 75% range, which is all good. All we've done, right? We're taking out liquidity from this low here. So this is June's low. Is it June's low? I think this is June's low. Yeah, this is June's low. So we haven't lost key levels to come back to June's low, right? All we've done, take out liquidity. We're holding this area here at least to come down to 19.6k. Because then what it looks like, this is on the weekly. We'll go on the daily. As you can see, this the blue line right here. This is the 200 weekly MA. So we're below it, not looking good, right? Looking kind of shit. Below the monthly open, still looking kind of shit, if you ask me. All we've got to do now, right, is got to see how we react. Because if I just draw this line here, let me just draw these lines here, so at least you guys can see much more clear, and it's not too confusing with this many lines, okay? So we've got this low here, and this high here, right? This is a range band environment that we've been playing for. I'm talking about the mid range, okay? Mid range, 75, 25, and then 75. That's what we're doing, okay? So range band environment, been capped here quite nicely. Pardon me. And let's go back to here. And as you can see, what we've done, take out liquidity over here, right? It's like it looks like a fucking stop run. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So if you look at this, right, you see this. Price come down, does a stop run. Price come back up, right? Comes back down. There's one more stop run, takes out all this liquidity over here, and then now we found fucking support. So we come back down, take out liquidity, bounce off it, and we find support. As long as we hold this low here, I mean, look, if you wanted to go long on a level to level play, you could go long. If you want to play aggressive, will be here, stop loss there. If you want to play it safe, stop loss here. Because if we start breaking down, right, we need to cut the trade. Why? Because the magnet in price will be over here. And if we lose this low here, the magnet in price will be where? This low here. So this is where we go. So this level here is key. It's really, really key. It's really important now, right? So that's what, if you want to take it like what you call it, like a swing trade, Now at the same time, right, we are capped between this low here, so this SR here, and this low here, right? So now the question is, right, do we come back up, right? Do we come back up, grind back up, and is this a deviation of the range? And do we step back in? And this will be a confirmation for you to go long, back to mid-range, squeeze it back to range high. I mean, you at least fill out all this inefficiency, and it comes into there, into this area. That'll be some profit-taking area there. And then from there, and then we'll see what happens. Do we come back down and play it back down, right? And then you play the shorts back down as it is. Or do we do something like this? Break out and hold above it, and off we fucking go. Going into this area here, I'd say. There. Will be 200 weekly. Well, yeah. Once we approach this area, there will be some sort of resistance over there, and then we'll see what happens. Do we go a lot more higher? We don't fucking know. We play this level to level. It's a day trade, swing trades. You know how the shit goes, right? But I'm in no fucking rush though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm in no rush. It's a Monday. We let things happen and be cool about it as well. So let's look at fucking the 4 hours now. 4 hours looking alright. Still finding support. You can see this trend line right over here. Now, if you want confirmation, this is your confirmation, lads and ladies. This, hold support, off we go. That'll be first target. Then we'll see if we can reclaim this level here back into this target 1, and then that'll be the next set of targets there. and that'll be target 2. And then from there, we'll see how we react. Hold above it. The next set of targets, and then we go back to the range high. And all we're doing is just playing from high to low. That's all we're doing. We're not doing anything else. We just had a deviation of the motherfucking range, right? That's the bullish play. Bearish play, if we lose this level here, off we go. Take out liquidity over here. Then we go and taking out liquidity over, let's have a look. Where else we're taking liquidity? So we're taking out liquidity right over here. You see this low here? And that'll be June's low. That's what we're looking at. Nothing else, nothing too complicated. Just keep it nice and simple, nice and easy, okay? Same time, what we're looking at, let's bring out June's range. And as you can see, one thing is, if I just delete that for one moment there, right? Let me hide this. We don't need this. As you can see, right? This is July's range. July's low, July's high, deviation, come back down, support, deviation, finding support. So it's all looking good though, which is why I'm saying if you want to go for a long, you're valid to say this is your stop loss right over here, playing where? To the mid range over here. The mid range here is what, 21.7k, and then the range high for freaking for the weekly range that we're talking about is around here anyway. It's approximately around there, I believe, something along that. We'll go back into it in a moment there. So that's what we're looking for. Again, you can still draw that line, and you can see clearly here is your play. If you want to just focus on July's range, this is what you do: target 1, and then we go to target 2. That's all we're doing. Filling out all this inefficiency. Maybe a squeeze into here would be nice. I like to see a little bit of a squeeze there. We might find some resistance right here, to be honest, right? And then squeeze into there and see what happens there. That's the extended targets. If we come back down, break down right here like that, then short the motherfucking market back down to 75% and back to range low. If we reclaim it using we're using Monday's range, right? If we reclaim it, right, let it do its thing, reclaim this level, that's your long. Off we go. Compounding position if you want to compound as well. Target 3, and then we go to target 4, and that's all we're doing. We're playing in the motherfucking range. Nothing else. Nothing too complicated about it, right? Why would you want to short this? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Derry? How you doing? Joe Crate, how you doing, bro? Does Portugal have any? No, Portugal have none. Portugal's really good when it comes to crypto taxes. Plus good weather. CB, what's going on, CB? CB, my man, good to have you here, brother. For those who don't know, CB is a solid lad. Let me show you CB, right? Let me plug this guy in. I met this guy with Burb, Crypto Burb in it. Really, really lovely dude as well. Give my man a follow. Let's have a look. CB, SIEBE. Solid geezer, right? Give him a follow as well, right? Give him a follow. Cool guy. Ethereum Foundation contributor. Fuck, this guy is on a mad one, innit? So yeah. Lovely geezer as well. And he's a solid guy. Give him a follow. Show him some love as well. You can't go wrong with him. He's a cool lad. Met him in the thingy when I was in Paris as well. And yeah, dude, the guy's a lovely guy. I've got no issues with him at all, man. I mean, I'm only gonna plug in people that I actually trust and love. So 100%. They will implement taxes soon. Oh shit! Fucking Portugal. Portugal's fucking us over then. Fucking Portugal. All right then, let's go for a day trade. Day trade wise, what we're gonna do, right? So, let's go on the hourly. Let's see what's happened. We popped up, right? Market structure is looking all right. So you can see on the smaller time frame, market structure is broken out on the upside. All good. Now what we're gonna see is that this range. What we're doing. Let me just explain this range quickly. So you see here, right? That's last week's Monday's low. Last week's Monday's high. Okay. And all we're doing is playing it from low to high, high to low, low to high. That's what we're doing, right? Obviously, we're getting capped over here, and we're finding support off July's range, right? Which makes me think on a lower time frame. As long as look a lower time frame, this is a higher time frame key level. So when you got a high time frame key level, you don't want to start fighting against it. You want to start seeing how we react. Look here, we've done from this low here, deviation, support, deviation, small little deviation, and you see these deviations are getting less and less. They're not as volatile. I mean, we had a stop run over here. All we've done, we took out Monday's low, and then from there, a smaller deviation, and it's holding strength. And then on top of that, just to add, some fuel to the fire, we've actually had this high here. We've broken out of it, right? So now we've got to see how we react, right? Come back down, right? I wouldn't mind a deeper pullback into this area. Let's say, for example, into here, right? A deeper pullback into there, right? Comes back in, reclaims this area. Once it holds this mid-range, bullish market structure there. That's your confirmation, right? To enter it back into 75% of the range, and then go back into range high. That's what we're doing. Take out these liquidities over there. That's what we're looking for. And then from there, we'll see what happens. We can still play back down over here, not a problem. And then play back down to mid-range, not an issue. But if we break out on last week's Monday's high, right, then we take out last week's this is last week's high. Take out liquidity there, and then shoot up to 25% of the range of July's range. And then we'll see what happens level to level next. Yeah, Portugal was the only yeah, because I know France is there's taxes there. So yeah, and that's the long for Bitcoin. That's bullish play for Bitcoin. I want to talk about bearish play. What do we do? Right? Bearish play level to level. Get back down below here, below the mid range. Comes back into this area here, into the to July's low. Bounce off there. Finds bearish market structure. It's creating bearish market structure, and at the same time, we are back in this. We come back into the trend line. Once we come back to the trend line, that was just a deviation of the trend line. And then what you do, you play it back down to 25% of range to get liquidity over here, and then play it back down to range low. And that will be your entry, right? Oops. This will be your confirmation for shorts to play back down there, level to level. And if you start losing this level here, and then we take out the June's low, which is about 17.5k. That's your entry over here. So that's your plan for the upside from here to there, and then we have plans to go up to there, and you've also got plans from here to here, and then plans to go back down to 70.5k. So I've given you the plans there. It's pretty much simple. Now we're just gonna wait and watch, right? Don't rush. It is a Monday. Things can be a bit shit on a Monday. Tomorrow we got Monday's range. We'll play the fucking Monday's range, yeah. 30% tax in India. Fuck. The UK's got tax as well, man. I don't want to fucking. And they won't consider any losses. Yeah, no one's going to consider losses. These bastards. Right then. So, Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum here. Interesting with Ethereum, right? I want to show you this, right? So, you see this, right? I was banging on this for, I think, last week, actually, right? And I did talk about this, I think, about 2-3 weeks ago. It's one of the streams there. This is a range-bound environment, right? And let me just hide all this. Range-bound environment. I mean, the good thing is, on the plus side, we are finding support up where? See this? That level? That's a 200 weekly market average there. We're finding support, the happy days. When we lose this area here, right? What's it? I think it was here. I think when we lost this area here, around here, I was saying like, yeah, we're finding resistance off this highs over there. And then like the target will be over here. It makes sense. It makes absolute sense to find targets over here. And we did find target here, find deviation, support over here. Why? Because this was the original consolidation. We sent the market back up high, and it would just be a retest. So this is the retest. Just like dollar index. Remember dollar index, that parabolic move? Look how parabolic this was. People was looking at 2k, looking at 2.5k when we were into this area. When we was going up like that, the whole freaking cryptoverse was just going mad. It was like, yeah, well, the fucking merge is saving the world, innit? But it's not fucking saving the world. The world. They even was talking about fucking the merge is costing less electricity to actually mine the shit out of it. So it's gonna be really, yeah, it's gonna be good, no problem. But not now, bro. It's a fucking bear market, man. Can't be playing you can't play bull market move in bear market, man. Can't be a numpty, guys. Be smart, man. But yeah. Let's come back down. Let's retest this. Now the key point is this now. Do we find support over here? Break up. You see, at the moment, right, where are we finding resistance? You see this low here? That's where's capping the market on the upside. All this is causing resistance. Now, if we get back up, do a daily close above it, do a nice retest, that'll be your confirmation for where? Target 1. Get up. See if we can reclaim this area. And that 1440 area, right, will be another set of targets there. Why? Because previous all-time high. Get above 1440, right? Hold above this high here. And then we go to the next set of targets right here. That'll be the next set of targets. Get up. and let's just sort of take out the next set of targets right up here, and we play this level to level. That's all we're doing. But I do have to agree though. One thing is, right? Just looking at this bearish market structure, mate. You know what I'm saying? Look, when we made this low, right? High, lower, low, lower, high. Well, didn't count. Didn't take out these highs there. I think it was a double top there or whatever it was. Then we made a lower low. We made a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? And then once we take out these lows here, market structure is broken. Then becomes that's the high, that's the high low. Sorry, lower low. I got that wrong. It's the opposite. It's the opposite, right? I got that wrong completely. Sorry, guys. And then the market structure broken on the thingy on the downside, and it started making lower lows, high, lower highs, lower low, and then yeah, there's a stop run there. Looks like it's bullish market structure. This low is supposed to hold. Instead, come back down. Off it goes. Bearish market structure continues. This looks a lot like ES. This, I ain't gonna lie to you, looks a lot like ES. I'm gonna show it to you in just a moment. If you remember, look, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then he makes a higher high. Takes out these highs there, but he comes back down, takes out these lows there. It did the same thing on ES. I'm gonna show you. Delete all that. ES. Let's bring this up. You see this with ES? High, lower low, lower high, lower low. It takes out these highs, and you think that's a high high, and then instead it takes out these highs there, finds resistance, and it's still bearish market structure. And same here, does the same thing, it's just a deviation actually. See this high here? Breaks market structure, comes back down, finds resistance, and off it goes. Sells off, takes out these lows here. Well, we're looking to take out these lows here. If these lows here hold, happy days, then we can still play higher. If it takes out these stops, well, we've already made the plans for fucking ES then. All right, cool. So that's ES, and that's the thing here. But now let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum wise, how are we gonna play this now? Take care, Cruise man. Speak to you in a bit, man. 50% in Germany. Fuck that. Yeah, the blue line is 200. This is the 200 weekly market average. Smash the likes, everybody, man. Show some love, man. There's 40 of you guys here, and how many likes we got? 1 second. This 50, I think. Fuck it, what am I doing? Yeah, I got 30 likes. Come on, man, guys. Smash some likes, man. Show me some love. So cool. Second live chat. Let's see the live chat. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Cool, yeah. Oh, you need to leave Germany. Oh, yeah, man. Germany's expensive, isn't it? 50% tax, man. You might as well start saying, yeah, give me 100% and give me your You know what these governments doing it? It's like, these governments, they put their hands in our fucking trousers. Instead of taking our money, they take our dicks and shit, man. They take everything out. Fucking hell, man. That's why we got no identity. That's why, like, males are thinking they're females, because the governments are taking our fucking dicks from a long time ago, man. Fucking from our parents getting their dicks ripped off and shit. Fucking hell, man. These governments are so horrible. It's supposed to be like, yeah, we're for the people, we look after. No, you fucking don't. My dick's been ripped off. You know? Fucking hell. I'm dickless. We're all fucking dickless right here. There's 53 people here. We're dickless. Fucking government, man. I swear to God, man. We need to make our own fucking country, innit? We wouldn't be dickless. We had loads of dicks in it. We'd grow dicks. That's what we do. New speeches. Oh, I didn't even check that out. Apparently, it's something about identity, isn't it? Yeah, a friend of mine sent that to me. It's something about identity as well. Like, you know, we're losing our identity and the enemy. Something along the lines of that. Daink Republic. Nah, fam. We just call it the Republic. You know, like everybody's involved in this shit. We didn't need to call it Daink. Nah. We just call it fucking Republic. Republicans. When we have MAGA hats and shit like that. Make Republic great again. Stop the government taking our dicks and shit. I mean, they don't fucking clean their ass. Dickless. That's good, that is. Instead of like taking their dicks on them, at least wipe our ass and shit when we go for a shit, innit? Give us some fucking anesthetics, innit? It fucking doesn't hurt and shit, man. Fucking hell, man. Government's for you, innit? What can you say? Anyway, before we get into trouble, with the government over here. Let's talk about what's going on, right? So we're finding support on range high. Finding support, got a deviation, support there, which is good though, because if we were to close below it here, if we had a daily close into this this range high over here, then I'll be like, okay, then liquidity is resting here, and we're going to go back into from mid-range, so range high, play back to 25% of range, and then mid-range. That's what we're looking for. Come on, man. Let's join the fucking wildlings, man. They're free human beings, aren't they, now? So the fact that we didn't have to close into here showed me there's strength in the market here, right? So the strength in the market, happy days. Let's see what happens. What can we do? We're below Monday's, well, we're within Monday's high. Last week's Monday's low, sorry. Tomorrow we'll find out what's going on. We'll have a proper Monday's range to see what's going on. But let's look at the hourly. If I start removing some of this EMA shit, man, it's fucking a bit annoying. Right? Play this level to level. I'll show you the bullish play there. Alright, in terms of like the macro bit. Let's do the lower time frame. Right? As long as, look, I don't mind price coming back down, bounce off this area here, reclaim this low here, and that'll be my confirmation for me to enter. Play it back into 25% of range. From the 25% of range. Oh no, this is wrong. Sorry guys. This is Monday's low. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's Monday's low. All right, so we're holding Monday's low. It's all good to go. Again, I wouldn't mind if we come back here as a retest and then hold above it, and then we go back to 25%. Oh, so that's the mid range. At the mid range, we're gonna find some reaction. I would take some profit off there. This is your confirmation to play a lot more higher. This is where you can enter if you want to be aggressive with stop loss over here. All right. Probably keep it a bit. Maybe you can keep it wide over here, just to give a bit of breathing space, just in case it comes down, take out liquidity, and then reclaims Monday's range. But we'll see what happens there. But then from there, if it breaks down, you cut the trade. But if we are supposed to be bullish, like we're hoping to be, because of freaking dollar index should be breaking down theoretically, if we come back, hold above it, off we go, 75% of range, and then let's go to Monday's high. From Monday's high, we'll see what happens. If we hold above it, happy days. Let's go to 1440. Take out some profits over here first. You have to take some profits there and then look at 1440. Then we'll see what happens after that. If we reclaim 1440, which is previous all-time high, happy days, let's go higher. But we'll see what happens, right? Or a TP1. Good man, Cruz. Cruz is on fucking fire today, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. The guy, then again, he's a few hours ahead of me, innit? Like fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. He's sending charts and shit like that. I'm like, yo, shit. My man's actually going on it quite hard. Nah, there ain't gonna be any big buys at the moment. We are coming to monthly close coming up as well in the next few days, so I think it's going to be a bit slow. And October will be a new interesting thing. But we'll play it level to level as we see from this low here to this mid-range, the mid-range to range high. So that's what we're looking at, all right? Keeping it nice and simple. Now, in terms of short, right? Again, same like Bitcoin, same like BT, right? You see this high here? Fucking hell. Yeah. Just like Bitcoin here. You see this? We've got a trend line coming up here. We're finding resistance quite carefully right here. Reclaim this high over here. Not only do we take out this high, bullish market structure. We are in a bullish market structure, why? Short-term wise. Because this is the high. This is the low. Lower high. Lower low. Lower high. Lower, well, then we made a higher low because we haven't lost this low there. And we've broken out of support over here. So it's all good. Right? But if we come into here, right? If we come into here, this is your confirmation to play back to mid-range. Mid-range, hold above it, and then 75, and then range high. That's all it is. Simple as that. Now, if we start losing Monday's low, and we do this, let's bring this up here. Come back down. Find resistance off this range high here, 1280. Breaks down this low here. Then, you know, this is your confirmation. Let me just remove that. This is your confirmation to play back down, take out liquidity, at least come into this area here. That'll be target 1, and then squeeze into target 2, take out liquidity over here. And then from there, we'll see what happens. Get back below it, back into the mid-range, which comes down to around 1160 area. And that's the plan for the shorts there. And all we're doing is we're playing in the range that we talked about right over here. Playing it back into this range over here. So key important level here, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So as long as we hold the 1280, we're good to go. If we lose the 1280, it's downside over here. downside of here. I mean, look, what's going on with dollar index quickly? Let's push it up. Okay. Remember I said to you about that consolidation, guys. So we need to make sure we find resistance over here. I don't mind it coming into this area here, maybe into pull back up there, but we want to get back down here, lose this low over here, find resistance, and off we go. Confirmation play back down, all the way down to 111.331. So be very careful, guys, right? Don't. What's going on, Nick? How you doing? So be very careful. Don't rush into any trade just yet. Let the dollar index show its hand. Watch ES, watch Bitcoin, watch Ethereum before we take any steps into any plays there. For the time being, it's a bit of a cautious play for me at the moment, right? Until proven otherwise, right? So we got the plans, we just play it there, right? So let's do RSR. Bob Winter's been asking about this as well. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just cold as fuck here, man. Left the window open like a dumbass. Alright, so what's going on with RSR? How you doing, man? How you keeping? Yep, Tyrone for Dixie. Yeah, fucking Tyrone slapped you guys' ass. You guys remember that shit? Fucking hell. Shit, dude. So, what the fuck do I have here? Okay, alright then. So we got 2021's low here. We lost 2021's low. We found resistance, bearish market structure. Not looking fucking good. Let me delete this for now. And we got a monthly level right over here, I believe. Let's have a look. Let's go to the month. Yeah, so really and truly, right? If you look at it this way, right? This is on just off the monthly basis, right? We're finding resistance right over here, resistance over there from this low here. That was support. Now we're finding resistance. We get back up above this level here. You know that's your entry, and you're playing it level to level, right? So obviously you'll be looking to take out these highs over there, or to come into here, which is about, I'd say, approximately, let's call it this level, 21 cents. No, 2.1 cents. And then if we reclaim this area here, and then we can play into this level there, which comes down to approximately, let's have a look, 0.32 cents, and then we'll see what happens there, right? And then this could be the high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and this could be just a lower high, and then we set off there. We don't know, but we play it level to level, right? So how would I play this on the lower time frame? Because on the monthly, you can see the price is actually getting a bit fucked up. Well, really and truly, right? If I actually go any further, right? Let's just do this. Price is capped here. Make this purple so I know I'm talking about this. What's the low on this? 0.00551. Damn, boy. Wow, fuck it. How much of a drop is this, man? This is nasty, man. God damn it. From there to there. It's about 96% drop from the lows. And where we are right now is 93%. It's horrible. That's horrible. Anyway, so let's go on the weekly. Let's see what's happening on the weekly. Weekly is here. You can see clearly on the weekly, man. It's capped within July's range. July's range is capping the market on the upside. Resistance, 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 support, support, deviation. Happy days. Okay, so we all know what's going on there. No, I wouldn't buy a spot here, to be honest. Not here, because we're at range high. Remember what we talked about, Cruz? So when you're at range high, you would at range high, you wouldn't be looking to long. You would watch this to see if we do a breakdown. If we break down, you look to short. If we reclaim and hold above it, right? We close above it, then happy days. Let's go up higher. But the weekly looks kind of shit. So we work this down like level to level. Let's go down to the daily and see what's up. Let's see what we got here. And you can see again, we talked about this again in the chat in the group as well. You see these wicks. These strong wicks are showing me there's buying. The people are buying, but there's more selling power than buying power because we're below the range high, right? So that's not very good in my opinion. It's not looking like a good thing, right? So you see this low here. That's holding the market at the moment temporarily. Now, how would I look to enter a short if I want to enter a short? We break down here, bottom resistance. That's my confirmation to enter a short back to 25% of range and then come back into the mid-range. From the mid-range, we'll see what happens. Do we squeeze back into here? See this high over here? That's resist as an SR play. Do we squeeze back into here and then reclaim the mid-range? cut the shorts, play back up to 75% of range, and we can play it back up to there. We'll see what happens. But if we lose this area here, this SR there, and then what's happened is come back down, play back to 25% of range, and then back down to range low. You see this fast move up? I'm not too much of a fan of this. I like a nice grind up. A nice grind up is what I like to see. When we get these fast movements, right, it tricks everyone to say, yo, I'm missing out the move, I want to enter in, and that's what happened. All these dickheads over here, right, sorry, this is call anyone a dickhead, but all these knobends over here bought there. That's what I call retail buying. The wicks are retail. The body is institutional. Smart money. We want to be on the smart money, you know what I'm saying? Or after when BTC is sort of 12k, 10k kind of area, we consolidate cruise. Then we start looking to buy some heavy ass coins for long term buys. GBP, I'll have a look at that. So that's what I'm looking at. So this is a very key point for me to look for a short. To be honest, if I want to actually narrow this down. So look, 4 hours. Look here. This is exactly this is what I'm exactly talking about. Right here was your area of resistance. Right, this candle here. The guys in the group know what I'm talking about. Look at this candle right here. It's the last up candle that sent the market back down. Right, fuck off. Right here, and then send it back down to where? To range low, all the way down here. And now this is the last down candle that sent the market back up. Right. So are we playing a range bound environment? They're going back down here. Back into this area, and this is the consolidation below the mid range, the range low, hold above it, and play back up. We don't know. We can do this. We can do this. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. So that was the bearish play. If I want to be bullish, right, I need to reclaim this area here. I can play a quick scalp into the monthly play. Once we reclaim and hold above it, show me bullish market structure. Let's go long your longs, and then we can play a lot more higher. So in terms of high, what will I do? Let's see. Well, the first level would be this low here. That'll be first set of targets once we get back above here. That'll be target 1. And then from there, we play level to level. We can play this as target 2. And then I'll say this would be target 3. That's what it is. There, target 2, and then target 3. I'm not focused about this. This is, to me, is an anomaly. What is an anomaly? An anomaly is basically a data which is just not in order, right? This wick here is not in order. This is someone has fat fingered the fuck out of it. That's what it is. And then from there, we'll see what happens there. We play level to level, but that's the plan for RSR. Who, me? What time? What price did I buy BTC last time? What, for like in 2020? I bought BTC at probably about, I think like 6k. 5 or 6k around that area. That's when I bought BTC. And I played it back all the way to the top, innit? What's going on, Mike Thomas, what's going on, brother? I was gonna get happy there. I was like, yo, shit, Mike is here. Iron Mike. Can you look at Solana? Let's have a look at Solana as well. Guys, I'm gonna need to go for a quick piss, man. Give me a second. Let me go for a quick piss. I'm making note of you. Be right back. 2 minutes. Man, I don't know what it is with my bladder in there. I don't know if I drink too much or my bladder's shrinking, but one of the two is happening. Feels so much better there. Alright guys, let's go. What's going on here? Let's see. Solana, I'm looking at Solana. Is it wonderful that a person from a remote area while sitting around his paddy field watching you stream interacting with your eyes? I mean, all 52 people watching the stream are sitting. Yeah, man, 100% that. It's a beautiful thing, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is a very beautiful thing that how we have people across the world in it, like from like Germany, Europe, Africa, Asia, America. They're all just checking me out, man. I'm just look. I want to say this over and over again. I'm a dude that's just talking shit. That's what I'm doing. Nothing else. You're off cruise. Yeah, I'm just not doing anything thingy special. I'm just literally just looking at the market as it is. And it's quite sweet that you guys actually are here with me as well. So, big respect for that, man. Big love for that. Alright, so Solana. Macro-wise, we're below the mid-range of what? Let me show you the weekly. This level here. From this high, let's cap in the market on the upside. Resistance here. And this low is the ultimate. I mean, you can use this low here anyway, because that was support there. Doesn't really matter entirely. But we're below the mid-range. I mean, if I were to change it, let's see if I were to change it. Give me a second there, let's see. If I were to change this, and bring this right over here. Yeah, we're still below the mid-range. Still below the mid-range. This is the mid-range here. Final resistance here, not too good. Or if I were to do this. Right, let me see if I bring this up here, see what happens. Fucking hell, doesn't look very good there. Anyway. So yeah. Let's look at Solana at the below the mid-range. Mid-range is about the 30, let's say $34 marker. We're consolidating in this area here. I'll just highlight that as black so you guys don't get too confused by the different colors. Right? What's going on, Ning? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, man, you can see this, man, really, really well. Consolidation over here, right? The deviation to the upside, right? And now come up there to the mid-range, find resistance on the mid-range, we're back into the range, and to me it doesn't look good as well. It doesn't look good where it's looking like mid-range to me, in my opinion. We'll see what happens, how it works out there. Let's go on the 4 hours. We'll do the 4 hours. Ah, you can see it, look at that. Resistance right there. Right off resistance of the range high. So it's finding resistance, looking like it's gonna break down. I want to actually narrow this down, and also if I were to do a trend line, let's go on the 1 hour. Right, 1 hour, this low here to this high there. Look what's happened here. Find support here, find support, we lost it, find resistance, off we go, breakdown. This is a breakdown now, at least to where? Well, I think what's going to happen, what's going to end up happening, let me just make this bigger. There we go. So what I believe is going to happen now is this. Let's see. What I need to be careful of. Okay, cool. See this low here? Bring this back up. Right. Bit of a deviation on the upside. Fix it up. Now, if I want to actually enter a short, how do I enter a short with confirmation? See this is now holding support. This high is over here. This high is all capping the market. Oh, sorry. This low here is capping the market. Right. All good, happy days, right? See the resistance here. If we hold it, happy days, reclaim it, then yeah, let's go up higher. We can play up higher, level to level. But if we start losing this level here, this is my confirmation. I can enter a stop loss over here, play back to 25% of range, take out the liquidity over here, and bounce off this area here. I can see us bouncing right over this area here. There. And then squeeze into the mid-range. From the mid-range, see what happens. Do we get back above and hold this block here, and then we play level to level back to 25% range, and then go back to range high? Or do we actually end up losing this level, right? Break down. That would be my confirmation, for example. Play it back down to 25% of range and squeeze it to range low. And all we've done is from high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high. That's what we're doing. And this was just a deviation of the range high, getting capped at the macro mid range. So that's Solana for me. In terms of a short play, if I want to be bullish, how do I play this? It's really difficult to say so. But the good thing is, right, on the plus side, we're having a lot of consolidation here. So when you get consolidation, right, eventually what's going to happen, we're going to have a proper breakout. The question is, which side? This is a consolidation. The question is, do we break out on the downside to go back down to $26.50? Or do we actually break up? And see, look, market structure is on the upside. This has got to hold, in my opinion. This has got to hold, right? To be bullish, this has got to hold. If we come back down to the mid-range, it's got to hold bullish market structure and carry going up higher. And then what we do is this. Then you got a low, a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This could be a higher low, and a bit the higher high. It's very, very possible there. So we don't know exactly what's going on. Short term, we are broken market structure, which is true, but we could all essentially go back to the range low, to be honest. But I want to be bullish, right? If I want to long it, how would I long it? I wouldn't be looking to long over here, unless it holds it into the mid range. Then I'll be like, all right, then I can long it all the way back to range high. That's not a problem. But if I want to actually go like massive play, right? I need to see us do this. So you see this. See this low here? That's capital market, right? A nice reclaim takes out this high there, comes back, retests. This will be my confirmation to play it back up to at least, well, target 1 over here and target 2 over there. And then we'll see what happens there. Do we actually play it all the way up higher, going all the way to $41.20, which is because then we'll be looking at, right, as this. So we go to the 4 hours. Then all you can say is, right, is literally this. This was the consolidation below the mid-range, which is perfectly fine, right? We did a stop run. The stop run over here. All good. Happy days. No problem. We're finding support. And then we'll hold it above it. Reclaim this area there. And then we can say, yeah, target 1 is over here. And then target 2 is over there. Right? And then from there, see how we react. Hold above it. Let's go back up to range high. Take out liquidity over here and over here. That's double top there. You see that? This high there and this high there. It's a double top. Take out liquidity double top. And then that's the macro mid range high. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Do we get back above it and hold above it? Let's go higher. Or do we start breaking down and let's short the market back down? That's what it is. Simple as that. 10,000 subscriber. Let me check out 10,000 subs. He's got 22 subscribers though. He's a man on a mission though. A man on a mission. I like that. I respect that. You thought you were spamming. Bless. Man, if you know what, if I leave streaming, right, like somehow I lose followers. I don't know what it is, but I'm quite happy doing it. It's a fun time for me, innit? I get to chat to you guys and whatnot. To me, I enjoy it. I generally really enjoy it as well. That's Solana. I do want to touch on Doge quickly, right? Doge was an interesting one, right? Everyone got bullish here. Everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry got bullish over here. Right over here, we all got bullish, did we? But what happened is, this is a range-bound environment. This is the low, and this is the high. It's a weekly range, right? And the mid-range comes into this area of consolidation. I posted it on Twitter as well. This is the area of consolidation. We're just going to retest, and that's a short, man. Back into 25% of range. See if we can squeeze back into range low, right? At least into this area here first, and then see the range low. And then from there, we'll see what happens there. Do we lose this level there? Take out liquidity at 5 cents, and then come back into... That's the mid-range. That's the macro mid-range I'm looking at. Oops. The macro mid-range is... I'll show you. Weekly. Just right here. This low. This high. Cap in the market. Resistance. Support the mid-range. Makes sense. Comes up. Shoots up. Finds support. Gets back into the... Closes within the range. Resistance. Comes back down. Takes that liquidity over here, comes back up, resistance, come back down, finding resistance at the 25% range, looking like to go back down the mid range, and then from the mid range, do we lose this area here, come back here, and then back into this area, filling out all this inefficiency right there. That's what we're doing. But Window, man, he had 22 subscribers with no videos. That's lit though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is fully lit, in my opinion. I mean, like, I've got like a private channel for the country club as well on YouTube. I got 19 followers, and that's like private channels there. But yeah, man, fair play to him. Like 10,000 subscribers. He's a fucking legend there. But yeah, let's close this down. So Doge. I mean, how would I play Doge if I want to play long, right? One day. It's a very slow moving move. Reclaim this, right? If we come back down to range low and hold the range low, take out liquidity here, for example, then I look to long it, for example, right here, back into 25% range, 25% range, go to mid range. If we do come up to the mid range and hold above it, oops, do something like this, bullish market structure, play it back to 75% range, and then to range high, and then we'll see what happens there, right? Because we could find resistance right over here. Oops, we could find resistance right over here, and then doesn't even come up to range high, breaks down, sends it back down lower, and then lower prices. We don't fucking know. Just play level to level. Don't overcomplicate things. Just keep it nice and simple. That's Doge for you, mate. Luna and Loon are pumping again. What the fuck's going on? Fucking hell. They're pumping again. Wow, look at this though anyway, right? I mean, if I were to do a range band environment, let's have a look what we got here. This low, this high. If it closes here on the daily, right? At least we could say maybe a retest of the mid range. Takes out these highs over there, these body candles, 25% range, and then let's go to range high. Target it over here first, at least. So, looking quite interesting there. Very, very strong move. But like I said in it, like remember to keep an eye on dollar index, keep an eye on Ethereum and not Ethereum, ES, Bitcoin and Ethereum. These are the main key things as well. Still looking to actually break down from here. How's that going over here? Yep. So we're finding resistance that we talked about right over here from this low there. Now all we need to do is get down below here, right? That's the next step, right? And then get down below, let's say this low here. That's your confirmation right here, right? Get down below here, and then that's your final step for confirmation to enter the short back down to this area, 113, squeeze it down to 25% range, and we'll see how we react there. Remember, this is the trend line. This is the trend line. So we could come into here, bounce, hold up there, and then do something, come back into this range, and then play back down. We don't fucking know, but that's what's there in place there. What's up, BC Richfield? Wishing you the same as well, my bro. Yeah, 100%, man. You look after your son, my brother. He's a lovely, lovely lad, man. Richfield is a cool geezer. Got a lot of love for him as well. Thank you, man. Thank you, Richfield. Appreciate that. But that's it. That's pretty much... Yeah, take care of yourselves, dude. Look after yourself, my brother. But that's it, really, in terms of, like, the view, in terms of dollar index and the lot. I mean, there's not much to talk about. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. We are coming to a weekly, monthly close. So I wouldn't phase shorts right now. I wouldn't start saying, let's short. Because if you look at Bitcoin, let me just close this off. Right, let's go on the monthly. There we go. This kind of shit though, isn't it? I like it. I would ideally like to see this. A close above there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to see us close above this level here, because the downside of this, right, is this. Let me show you. This is the problem that we may face here, right? So you got this high here, right? And you got this low here. This is a range band environment. If we close here on the monthly, right? Yeah, we could do this, a quick play up here, whatever he wants to do, but it does look quite bad because we had a close on the monthly. That's the first sign, right? That because this is a range band environment, from this high to this low is a range band environment. That's the first sign of extreme weakness, because so far, if you ignore this, right, we had support over here, which is all good. But if we close here on the monthly, it looks terrible. You know, start getting ready for shorts, because look at key levels where we can short, and we short the market there. So be very, very careful there. So I mean, we've got 4 days, man. Fucking hell, we've got 4 days to reclaim this key level here. 4 days. It's a tough one though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a very tough one when you look at it on the daily. It's not tough though. As you know, I mean, just need to climb up, and then we can say, yeah, we've got some sort of bullishness, and then range band. I'm gonna trigger. Oh, bless you. Sorry about that. But it's a tricky one. We'll see what happens at the same time. I mean, one can argue here. Don't know if you guys have seen this, right? From this high here, this low there. Each time we're coming to this trend line here, resistance here. Question is, right, do we actually hold this level here? Let's use a range bound environment. Sorry, let's find support. That's an SR right there. You can see that support, deviation. Do we climb up, break out, and hold above it? And then you can say that's your long, and you play it level to this area here, and then we'll see what happens next. Do we come back down and start breaking down? We play it on the breakdown, or do we reclaim and hold up and go a lot more higher? We don't fucking know. We just play this level to level. It's quite interesting now, so be very, very careful as well. So someone said to me GBP USD. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're recovering for a bit. That's cool. Let's see what's going on. Let's go on the weekly. Yeah. So we did a stop run. We did a 1984, 1985 stop run. That's all good then. That's all right. Now, if I were to look at it this way, I want to see this. Let's have a look. See these gaps here actually got filled. Fuck it out. They got filled over there. That's mad. That's absolutely mental there. But anyway, what I'd like to see is this now. Let's go on the monthly. How's the monthly looking like? I mean, first is this here. It's the first area. We're gonna find resistance off this low, and then we're gonna find this area here. Is it this one here? And it's this. So these are the key areas here. So the question is, does price come back up? Reclaims this area here, and then come into this area, and this is all consolidation in this area there. And then is this a deviation of the range? Right? This is the range itself. And do we reclaim and go up higher, or is this a retest? That's the all important thing. Is this a retest? It retests and breaks down, and we're going a lot more lower. And the pound sterling is looking shit. So far so good in it. King Charles is saving is saving the fucking currency at the moment. So it looks terrible though. Fucking hell. I mean, we got a gap there. I think we close it. See this gap here? We open up on a gap, and I think we close this. We could close it today, or I think tomorrow. We don't know. We'll see how we go level to level. Let's go to 4 hours. Let's see what happened. So yeah, we're finding resistance right off this close. Right here. If I were to draw, it's fucked up. This is like oil, man. It's like oil fucking back in there after COVID, you know. It does look like oil. So reclaim, hold above it, off we go. Let's play back up to level, up to this area here. That's what I'll be looking for a long. Yeah, it could be a macro bottom potentially. It could be. But again, which is why that I want dollar index to break down. If dollar index breaks down, it saves the pound sterling, because if dollar goes up, if Dixie goes up, right, goes up, then GBP goes down. So we're looking for it to go down, for this to go up, and then we can get this price action over here. That's what we're looking for now. So key pivotal level for dollar index, and we'll see what happens. We'll see we'll have to see what happens. I just want to have a touch base on Euro USD. Daily. I might have to go on the weekly actually. See here. Let me show you this. Probably do on the monthly actually. You see here. This area here is a range bound environment, right? Then a stop run, right? And all we're doing now is holding above it on bullish market structure. It's the mid range, then we go to this area here, and then this area here. Or essentially really go to the range high, back into the range high, and then from there we see what happens. Do we actually break down and go and lose the level, or do we reclaim it? Show me bullish market structure, and then we can start going into this level here, targeting right over here. So, and this will only happen, right, if dollar keeps breaking down. So again, Dollars at macro resistance. You know, we're looking for that level. We're looking in Euro USD, GBP USD are all looking quite at key levels for a bounce. So it's time to fucking push up now, you know, in my opinion, and dollar to go back down. So we'll see how this goes now. We have to see how this goes. What's going on with yeah, still going down. I mean, dollar's kind of pushing down a little bit. Let's go to 15 minutes. So we're just at the mid-range, right? So now we need to see us get back down below here and then lose this level here. That's your confirmation. Off we go. So that's what we're looking for. What man, I left the window open in it last night. I had a cigarette in the office and I left the window open. It rained, it was cold all morning, and literally it's cold as fuck. I was like, yeah, it's really, really cold. Man's not hot. Yeah, that's it, man. Shit, I forgot about that geezer. 2 + 2 = 4. -1 is 3. Quick maths. But yeah, that's it, guys. Actually, nothing much more to talk about. Oh, that'd be sweet though. Level to level. Yeah. Fucking ball window, the geezer. But yeah, that's it, lads. Any more questions? Let's see what's going on here. No. Okay. Cool. We'll call it a day, guys. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow then, yeah? Take care of yourself and stay safe. Remember, you're welcome, CBA, man. Appreciate that, brother. But just remember, just keep an eye on dollar index. That's the key thing. How dollar index reacts, that's what we're going to do as well. And it will give us our next setup as well. Keep an eye on what Bitcoin, Ethereum is, key levels. All the levels are there. The plans are there. Just keep an eye on them and then take the trade as it goes well. Yeah, I am feeling cold. What, you going to warm me up then? Yeah, you're welcome, 10,000, man. Appreciate that, Justin. Appreciate that, Zed. Oh, bless you, Dubstolf. Nah, but yeah, peace out, man. Look after yourself, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take care, guys.